Hello, what's going on, everyone? Welcome to Casually F2P, where I, Casual, play various games free to play. Today, we're taking an initial look at Marvel Future Revolution's new squad battle mode and talking strategy ideas and what it means free to play. So with that, let's go ahead and swing right on into it. Hi, Casual here, and may you be doing as well as I am. And here we are talking more Marvel Future Revolutions, and today specifically talking the new released squad battles. That's right, the new PvP mode that is all auto. You don't do anything other than pick and choose your fighters and your team compositions. And what does that mean? What does that include? What does that entail? Well, let's go ahead and jump into it and take a look here. Specifically, let's just go ahead and boop. It can be found under your arenas, under the squad battles here. Bump. Now, what you're first going to want to notice is that it is going to have its very own little screen there. Got its own stuff going on, and this is going to be an important button to look at initially here. Team settings. Because this, by default, it is going to give you your lineup set from Team 1 to Team 3, going strongest characters to weakest until all 9 slots are filled. You are welcome to keep them that way, and strategy-wise, we'll compare if that's maybe the wisest way to go or not, or whatnot. There was also the idea that you could set it up where you take, instead of your 3 strongest being in one team, you split and take those 3 strongest divided amongst the 3 teams and then fill them in with the weaker ones so that there's strength amongst all. Both viable options. We're not even technically, it hasn't been out a week yet, and I've been playing with both ideas to try and get a feel. And as we can see right here, something seems to be working because I've still got my battle count, which means these are defense wins for me. I'm winning and I'm not even playing. Let's see what we're doing. And we are putting, as they set up initially, I might have probably adjusted some of the companions, I think. I don't entirely know what it originally threw in as default. But attacker team, I am going from strongest characters to weakest characters on each team. And then the same thing goes with defenders. Strongest to weakest, same setups. Another important thing to note that I am doing is take a look at your companions. Those are important to keep in mind when figuring out where to place them. Because, for instance, War Machine has an AoE ability when they first come out. Do you want that coming out when there's only 1 target available, or when there's 3 plus targets available? That's up to you. I personally am choosing to try and set them later in the turn order or release order, so that way by the time War Machine comes and does that big AoE, there's a hopefully there's less, but if there are all 3 of theirs, there's all 3 are out instead of just maybe 1. So I'm kind of lining these up as best I can, where keeping strong ones in here, and same thing going here. Oopsie, that's the defender, my bad. Of here, where I'm trying to keep things in line of stronger, whatever hit companions I have that are strongest, but also keeping in mind what type of ability do they have, what are they doing when that companion comes out. Does Nick Fury drops that shield? When do I want that? Do I want that later in the game, sooner in the game, all those types of things. All things to consider and keep in mind when you're setting up your teams, as I've been doing these. There is also the teamwork abilities, which these are specific to each hero. Each one of these is going to provide a different benefit based on who it is and what level you have it at. We look at, for instance, Spider-Man. Increases dodge rate by 24%, ignoring max limit for 1 second every 7 seconds. All right, pretty cool, pretty great, whatever. They're all fine and fantastic, to be perfectly honest with you. Like, I wouldn't say go out of your way to try and build around making sure you have any one of these, because it's just going to be, in my case, Okay, these are my 3 strongest. That's Magic, Scarlet, Spider-Man. That means that Team 1... Well, actually, does it show you? Oh, no, it doesn't. Oh, wait, no, it does. Aha. Team info. Casual Team 1 powers that. So they're gaining increased short-range damage dealt and decreases short-range damage received. They're also gaining increases the next skill damage by 7.2 once every 7 seconds, and they're also gaining that dodge. Great. Like, you could try and start min-maxing these, but honestly, I think it's more important to focus on the character or the hero power and where you want to place those as opposed to the teamwork. Also, keeping in mind, if we're looking over here, to upgrade these, it costs you 50 of these teamwork upgrade materials, which you get quite a few of, so that's not the difficulty task. It does cost the 2 crystallized convergent particles. Not a favorite, but okay. Biggest concern I have, especially free-to-play perspective, is these right here. Potential. It's going to cost you potential reports. I still need buttloads of these on my main, let alone on any alts. So upgrading these to make these things go, like, because it'll increase his barrier instead of 3.6, it'll be 4.2. So, like, they're beneficial, but for the cost, I am nowhere near seeing these. Also, I don't necessarily feel like that 100 potential reports is more than a last level potential upgrade. Like, that's quite a bit. It'll be a way down the line type of thing. Like, once you have maxed everybody's potentials out and you have nothing else to spend it on, here we go. There's finally a place for those to go, which that's awesome. So, with that said, free-to-play thoughts on this. This is going to be something that you are going to, like most things in this game or any mobile game that has the ability to spending money equals you can gain more, like buys you power. Like, if you can buy power in that game, if you are playing and that game offers free-to-play options and you are playing that game free-to-play or predominantly free-to-play, you are going to hit the ceiling of how high you can get much sooner. That is just going to be a matter of fact. I did make it in the last, because it did hit a weekly reset, and I did make it to the silver 3 rank. And this was with me messing around and testing a whole bunch of things. Now, this week, I'm going to try and push it to see how high can I get. So I was able to get here, and I got the 300 tokens, the 200 stones, and the 50 free crystals, which, hooray. Goal, in my opinion, if possible, free to play. Breakpoints you want to aim for are going to be gold 3. Well, I'm sorry, silver 1 for 500. Platinum 3 for 1,000. And then, if you can, free to play, it may be possible, it may not, I don't entirely know. Diamond 3, because I'm also comparing this in my brain to what I think I can get to. And I usually get to about Platinum 2 in Dimension Duels consistently right now. So I'm thinking I could probably get to about there and here as well. Maybe a little higher, I don't know. But if you can push Diamond 3, to me, that would be the goal to hit every week. Why is that, you ask? Well, because with these rewards right here at Diamond 3, as free to play, you can at least, go and get yourself over here in the new tokens area, normal tokens, in the new squad battles section. Look at all these lovely things. But like we were discussing, and to me as free to play, one of the biggest things that caught my eye immediately was right here. These potential report boxes, 100 for 500. To me, that sounded like a huge boon of a source to get these and to power up your main character alts consistently. Also, if we look, if you don't even need potentials or you don't want potentials, because these can also be good to then be used to upgrade those teamwork skills if you really wanted to. I personally probably won't. I don't really feel like these are honestly worth it. Teamwork stones. I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. I can't remember exactly where these are used yet. But this here too. 1,500 for a draw ticket selection box. That's really nice. And to me, these two things, 1,500 would mean if you want potentials, you can get all 3 potentials for 1,500. Or if you don't need potentials or you don't want potentials, you could get a draw ticket every week. That's pretty nice. You also have the companion upgrade material. Personally, it is hard to get these. So again, if that's something that you're trying to work on right now, great. Free to play, my focus is still more on things like potential, and draw tickets are a much higher priority. Core booster essence, I think, is a waste because I think the core booster is a trap. And same thing with core slot color changer. I think it's a trap. It's helpful in the very long run, but I think it's for the cost right now of how many color changer, because basically this right here would buy you one for 5,000. You get one color change. That's oof. That doesn't sound very rewarding to me. So let's go ahead. And with that, let's see what the squad battles are all about. And you can see right here my participating attacker power. You've got these nice little arrows too, which let you know immediately whether you are above or below, or they are above or below you. It'll be a blue arrow pointing down if they are below you. It'll be a red arrow pointing up if they are above you. Everybody is below me. So let's go ahead and just start. You will also always have one who's worth double. I like to tend to start at whoever's going to be the strongest and work my way down, in the sense of if I'm going to lose to anybody, it's going to be whoever's the strongest. And I'd like to know up front whether or not I'm going to hit all 6 kills, which they give you what's called I think it was called it's an all KO bonus if you knock them all out. So I like to start at whoever's the strongest and work my way down to basically see as soon as possible whether or not that KO bonus is going to be knocked. So we got this right here. Here's what they are. Here's what they are. This is also really cool. They show you a little bit about them. It also shows you, I hadn't clicked on that button before, but it shows you who they're running, what they're running, all of that wonderfulness. I almost wonder, because I see the 1 stars, either they don't have any, I'm wondering, or I wonder if companion level doesn't necessarily matter. I thought it did, so I made sure to put people who were leveled, but if it doesn't, that's pretty cool. Oh, that poor little screen doesn't work. That's okay. Works when I'm playing on my phone. Know that when you're on mobile, it looks pretty darn cool. Right now, because I'm running this on LD Player to be able to do the recordings, it doesn't quite work all that great. But we've already knocked out their Scarlet. Their Spider-Man's pretty much done. There goes Spider. And Night Wolverine. Boom. Done. Just hit exit. So I just took out the strongest one pretty easily. That should give me the idea that I should be fine all the way through. But again, I just kind of like to make sure. So I will always go from strongest, and as I say, it should auto load you right back into the battle screen here. That'd be this one down here. And again, same thing. I can see their powers, and then I can go like this, see kind of what they're running. Interesting. I really wonder if maybe the level doesn't matter on the companion, because then I can just pick and choose companion based off of their abilities and who I want helping, instead of having to care about their level. I've been considering level as well, thinking that it makes a difference. Maybe it doesn't. Something that I and any of you out there may comment and help me know and find out. Because here we go. It's Captain America. 'Cause, yeah, interesting. I don't know if necessarily the companion level matters. Huh. We'll have to find out. There we go. That's 2 down, 4 to go. And see, here you go. Each squad battle, you're getting duration, you're getting a victory score, you're getting some gold, and you're getting some of your teamwork stones. You end up with lots of those. And we've been promoted to Bronze 2. First tier achievement rewards. Woohoo! Okay, and so now we have 89 victory score until we get to Bronze 1. So we're just going to keep on running through these. I should be able to just, because they're weaker and weaker, so these battles should just start going faster and faster and faster. So like, that's another reason why I like to do it, is like it's kind of like a snowball effect. I start with who should be my hardest and longest fight, and then I just ramp up to the shortest, quickest fights that I'm done with. Super fantastic. Doesn't take that much time at all to really run through. And I'll be honest, it runs considerably slower on the emulator than it does on my phone. When I've been running this on my phone in spare time, it like I can pop in and out of these just boom, boom, boom. Like they are quick and it's pretty fantastic. And here we are finishing up there, Spider-Man. Like, to me, they're super kind of like, I find these fun to watch because you get to see them do what they're doing. That takes in whatever skill set they have preset to their first, like to 1. I don't know if it just takes all preset A or if it takes presets 1 from everybody. From what I can tell, it seems to take preset A or whatever their currently active preset is. Because most everybody on my alts are all set up to their default, like leveling or PvE setups. So that's what I'm seeing. And I don't quite know what that entails. So it might mean like perhaps you'll want to think about adjusting where your setup orders are. For me, I have setup 1 or like all preset A or all the things on setup 1 are PvE related. Then setup B/2 is all of my dimension duel, and then all preset C/3, all the stuff that I put on 3 is all related to Omega Wars. So anything that swaps around there, I adjust accordingly like that. Perhaps I might need to adjust and want to do more of like the Omega War as 1 and the PvE as 3. Or something like that, because if they're going to, for squad battles, take in by default whatever their first set of stuff is, I'd like that to be predominantly more PvP geared than PvE. Assuming that everything runs on their PvP rules. Nothing has stated that they don't, so I don't see why you would necessarily want to have a PvE setup of like supervillain damage and those types of cards and whatnot, as opposed to PvP damage stuff. But again, I don't know the finer details. Netmarble and the devs and whatnot didn't really lay any of that kind of stuff out, which is totally fine. So it's more of the theory crafting at this point of, what do you think? Do you think it is PvP, or like do you think it takes your presets? How do you think the squad battle system as we're watching this do it? Like, how do you think it runs this? What do you think it looks like it's doing? I know for instance that right now it's running Magic's first ability set because it's got the little baby dragon out, as opposed to my Magic's PvE or PvP runs the big old chonky demon guy for Dimension Duels and for Omega War. Ow, I just hit myself. That hurt. Last one. Here we go. And we're 23 victory points away from our next rank up. And I've got to beat somebody up in my own alliance. Sabra, if you ever watch this, I am so sorry that I had to beat you up like this. Know that I appreciate and love you as an alliance member and friend. But I also want to see all of your people with little red X's. Bye, Sabra's team. It was nice to fight you. And that right there, boom. And there it is, the all KO victory score, giving us an additional bonus points, as well as some additional bonus stones and gold. So you get to see here. And if I remember correctly, this does go up as you go up in rank. So as you all KO, the higher you can all KO, the better that reward's going to be. That was definitely enough points to push us into the next one. Like so. There we go. And so placed squad all KO, acquired the grade bronze 2 all KO reward for defeating all the placed squads, and we are now 129 victory score until next grade, which will be silver 3. Like so. And the cool thing is you can get these once per season. So a season is a week. So once per week, if you rank every time you get to this rank, you'll get that reward. I don't know if this does what they do in Dimension Duels and such, where if you hit the platinum point, that's just where you start from now. Or if it will be dropping you down all the way every single time. I'm not entirely sure yet. I don't know. We're going to have to find out. This week is what I'm going to do all that. I'm already sitting now nice at a 12-0 record. Defense log showing lots of victories right there. Positive energy coming at me hard. I love all that positive energy. All positive energy come my way. Come all my way. Even better is positive energy is in my alliance. And how you doing? Keep on coming. Squad battle me all day long. I love it. You can also, if you see that the teams that you're getting put against, you are like, no thank you. This button right here, you get 1 free refresh a day. Hit that. If you don't like these numbers, especially if you don't like your times 2, if you are like, no, you're gonna beat me up. Hit that at least once, and there's a decent chance you might get a better matchup. It'll also replace all of them, so great to go. You've got your battle count settings. You can choose to purchase these. Free to play. I strongly advise you don't. If you thoroughly love this and that's what you want to spend your free crystals on, great, do it. I feel there are much wiser things to spend your crystals on, especially right now as we're approaching the anniversary here coming up this week, including this Thursday in just a few days here. Hopefully we're going to see some really big deals, some big banners, and all sorts of cool stuff. But as far as squad battles goes, this is it right over there. That's all of it. That's what it looks like now. I'm going to keep pushing throughout the week. Oh, we'll see. I'll see how this record holds. I'll try and update it in the comments at the end of the week of where my ending record went with doing the setup of all the strongest on the first team. And we'll catch you on the next one. Thanks and take care.